close.
And not dunk on Don for the first time.
Well, that was before we went.
Yeah.
But thanks for bringing it up.
We'll cover this soon.
Hey kids, steroids are bad.
Hey, everybody, we're back again. Had some technical difficulties here.
Yeah. We did.
But yeah, we're here.
You missed
for another
the first
episode.
You missed
of
the
Our
first half
Damaged.
of the show. We're just gonna give up on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a little audio issue.
It was really good, so it's not worth going back to.
Maybe at the end when you guys are all shit-faced and forget.
That sounds like a great idea.
I like.
We'll
that
just skip past the first image. We're doing an art critique today, by the way.
You want to do the opening and say, hey, my name is...
Oh, yes, I'm Josh Ruff
My
at
name is what?
joshruff.com and all the things. www.joshruff.com. We're here at Renaissance Studios at RS Tattoo and Wine. Instagram. I like micro machines.
Reggie Inks here at Reggie Inks on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Patreon. Buy my shit. Email me, reggieinks@gmail.com. I will draw shit, and hopefully not your dick. Bye.
My name is Zach Pedley, owner of the North Brewery, Washington Ave, Endicott, New York. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram for that. As well, you can find me on Instagram at I Like My Beers Ratchet. Also on TikTok at Chomp88.
Send DM.
Send me dick pics.
Do it.
I'm Christina Maslar. You can find me at Christina_Maslar on Instagram, Christina Maslar on Facebook. Part owner of Crucible. I'm here. That's Brandon.
BamBurnsThings.com.
No fucking piss.
All right, cool. All
How
right.
you guys doing?
Yeah, so we're
That
doing
was
an
a
art
total
critique.
natural
This is our second try at this.
That was the best opening we've had, probably because we rehearsed it.
All right, we're going to skip right past the first image and go to this one.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. That's Jesus using his bird superpowers to give St. Francis his superpowers.
Did we look at this one already? Or?
No, I just found it randomly
Yeah,
and
that's
thought
right.
it
You
was
showed
hilarious.
this to me the other day, I think, right?
Yeah. Like I
Yeah, he's
don't
like
know
shooting
what's going
chest
on.
lasers at this fucking dude right here.
They're coming from his hands and feet, but they do look like they're coming from his nipples.
Oh my God.
Not gonna
See, I
lie.
thought it was coming from right here, and it's like his sternum.
Nope. Not coming from any solar plexus. Coming from his hands.
Oh, that's just weird.
It's
I like the idea of the nipples better.
Could you imagine if this is where all the mythology of where angels come from was the fact that Jesus actually would just go "Hitcha!" and like shoot lasers of love at you?
Wait, he's
He
actually
became the Tootsie Roll or Tootsie Pop Owl.
he's shooting
Gave
them.
you superpowers. Is that what happens when you get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
He's shooting them through his feet too.
Yeah, it's because he's giving him stigmata with
So-
lasers.
But I don't know if it's that
Laser
or if it's just because
stigmata.
there's holes in
Sick
him,
band name, dude.
or is it just because there's such large holes in him that the sun is shining through?
It's possible. Maybe he has holes and then he put magnifying glasses in them, and Francis is like an ant and he's just burning them into his feet and hands with his lasers, his sun lasers. I love how they were like, they're not going to get the bird reference, so make sure to keep some of his robe in there, just coming off the end. Totally natural.
Yeah, what's with the bird suit?
I have no idea.
But I
don't
love it.
don't know.
I fucking love it.
I hate this.
I can tell you've been over here like fucking. Ugh.
You're like pacing in your chair. That is not a rocking chair.
This is like black and white TV.
You're right.
Static.
This sucks.
That's a really good comparison.
This sucks.
I wonder if it's supposed to be, you know how like real angels are terrifying? They were like, we're going to make a real angel. And then they're like, you can't do that. So they painted over it and put Jesus part
Oh
way
my
through.
God. The fucking,
Just eyeballs and wings.
like an Illuminati of fucking like churches were just like, listen, dude, we got to have a better branding. You know, dead guy cross, not getting the kids on board. What if we put them in a bird suit? Can there be lasers? You know what? I don't see why not, Barry. It's the best idea you've had all week.
I never noticed what's going on at the bottom. It looks like monks are just throwing dead birds into something.
Yeah, is this part of an altar piece or something like that?
I don't know. I just randomly found it when trying to find reference photos for St. Francis and was like, this is great.
Yeah, it looks like with the triangular shape on the top, it's
yeah,
part
it's
of
got to be the top of
something
an
like that.
altarpiece.
Oh yeah.
You visibly look annoyed.
because we've done this stuff before, and I'm just like,
Hey, there's a lot of this in art history.
There is a lot.
That's why
You chose to be the
it's
sponsor,
boring.
and you
There's
chose to
guys
join.
sticking thumbs up their ass. It was crazy back then.
it clearly was.
You missed that episode.
Yeah, because it's black and white TV. There's nothing like I don't
Oh,
want to watch
no,
this.
no,
I don't
you
look
would-
at this.
You want to see that episode.
All right, I want to
Quick
see
question:
that episode.
Is St. Francis a giant in this town? Look at those houses. They're so tiny.
Bad proportions.
Yeah.
Rays of love are making Francis larger.
He's growing. I'm really confused at the lack of penis in this one.
They
Well,
covered it with the bird
Let's move
suit.
on and see what else we have here.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
so
God.
this is just a zoom out of St. Wolfgang's altarpiece, and I had to include this because the next two images that are in a row, it's confusing how this all took place in this dude's life, let alone day, in this altarpiece. So the first one,
That's pretty impressive.
it's gorgeous, but I
Zach
what's
is
going on,
disgusted
man.
by this.
Christina, you like this type of stuff.
Wait till you see.
Yeah, wait till you see the
Zach's like, I
individual
can't see
images.
any brushstrokes anywhere.
Well, okay, I don't see any emotion here. It's just all it is just
Oh, wait till you get to the zoom in.
I
You
can't
don't
wait.
feel the guilt? Come on.
You don't
I
feel
grew up in
Jesus
the guilt.
disappointed in you because you
The
didn't do
op-
your math homework?
the oppression.
Yeah.
Jesus wouldn't be disappointed for math homework. He'd be disappointed because I was touching myself.
He's disappointed about both.
Trying to figure out what lady boy
bet you-
means. Oh.
I bet you Jesus.
All right, moving on.
Let's zoom in here. Let's
Okay,
see
so
these-
this is part of it.
Oh, a
There's-
gargoyle.
There's a
That
demon.
demon's got a face on
on
his
his
ass.
He has a face on his ass. And this guy, he's just reading from a book or blessing him. I don't know what's going on.
But does that ass poop though?
I don't.
Yeah, the mouth
Maybe.
opens up and shit spews out of it.
Yeah,
Does it fart?
It's
probably.
Sure.
it's like a burp.
Use your
Yeah, it
imagination,
sounds like
man.
Fran Drescher all the time.
I actually do like this close up. It's unsettling. I like that
Oh,
that
if
demon.
You think this is unsettling? Wait till you wait till the next one. But yeah, this one it's 1400s. It's 14. It was from 1471 to 1481. 10 years.
Why
The
it-
perspective is right. You
Yeah,
know, in the
perspective isn't
1400s,
bad.
they,
Yeah, it's
like,
pretty good. I
They
like
got
the,
that 1 point perspective where all the buildings are tapering
There's
back.
even little
and, like,
people in the background.
Yeah, the
Yep,
drapery is
yep.
awesome too, and I like that this demon's just like holding up a book for
He's being
this
pretty.
guy to read. He's very
he's
helpful.
Polite.
See, what I
Yeah.
love is the people in the
Polite demon.
background are not running away screaming. Like, if you saw this on the Ave right now,
We wouldn't run away.
Yeah,
I
I
would
feel
think
like
that's a
this is just a
typical
thing.
ab day. I mean, after today, yeah,
Yeah, you saw the OD, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
typical day on the Ave. Somebody smashed the cat sanctuary window out, and there's no more cats in there. What's going on?
oh,
Do you think
so,
it's the same person? Like that was their dying wish. They were like, "I'm gonna free these cats."
So
Yeah.
smash it and
as I
proceeded
was
to die.
well, side note, yeah, as I was standing outside, I was like, I wonder what's going on. And this older woman who also looked homeless came by, and she's like, "Oh, one of the cats didn't see that it was glass and charged the window and went right through it."
I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, but
Is there a fucking Thundercat in there?
But I,
Fucking
But
Yeah,
lion.
they had a bobcat fucking hanging out back. Wow, that stray got real big.
but in my mind, I love that image of just one mangy cat just being
He's
like,
like, you know what? I've had enough of this place. I'm getting the
"Fuck
fuck
this
out of
shelter.
here."
I'd rather be an alley
He
cat."
pulled a fucking chief from to kill him, not to
Oh.
kill him. Right? One flew over a cuckoo's
Yeah.
nest and just.
Nice.
He
Yeah.
just strangled another cat, got high on catnip, and then just threw the toys out the window.
I love that concept. He was like, "I want to be an alley cat."
It's Officer Bojangles.
Fuck this detox clinic.
All right, so
Oh,
back to the
God.
painting.
Yeah.
What do you
it's-
guys like and not like about this?
There is nothing I don't like about this.
For the 1400s, it's a pretty well done painting. I mean, they even have shadows for the light being in the right way. Like the
Yeah.
light
Yeah.
source
Good
is
cast shadows
great.
in there.
Yeah.
The people seem to be well proportioned. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Nobody's got
It's-
like
yeah,
tiny
it is very
heads
interesting
or-
how nobody gives a fuck that there's a giant green demon just like hanging out with this priest.
I have an encyclopedia
Oh, yeah,
of
Timmy's back.
demonology,
Yeah.
and one of the
Rome.
funniest things is it's written like a yearbook for demons. So it's like, this is the demon from the fourth layer of hell. He's responsible for like arithmetic and science. I'm like, wow, these demons seem pretty reasonable.
Yeah, it sounds pretty helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't need that type of stuff.
They don't need science. They have
When you have somebody,
Owl Jesus.
they don't even need you to read.
It's true.
They just need you to listen and follow and obey. The one man who can read.
The one with the really small dick, because all the blood's going in his brain.
All up here.
Up here.
That was from the previous podcast you'll never hear.
Circling back, there's plenty of small dick talk coming up. Let's see what's
Yeah.
next.
So this is the same altarpiece. It's same dude, I think, circumcising a baby.
Oh.
Why? Why these
snipping
two
his cock.
things
Oh
are
my
on the
God,
same
dude.
painting?
Hey, Zach, I made her include the circumcision painting. Because I
What do
seem
you-
to
what do you
remember
want?
you in a drunken rant like 2 weeks ago talking about circumcision. So I figured it was probably a best idea to include that.
Well,
Zach, we're really putting you on the spot here tonight.
sure. I'm
love
against
it.
circumcision. The mutilation of a baby. Sure. I'm against that.
sure. You're sounds like
Not
you're for it.
Not for it by any means. I mean, especially if you live in a first world country, there's no need for circumcision.
But is that a baby? I think it's a homunculi because it has pretty good upper body strength.
A homunculi?
Yeah.
Yes.
You've never heard this term?
Okay.
You clearly have never watched the episodes to which you sponsored.
Yeah,
in the
I
past.
clearly haven't, but I just I understand.
I just wanted to be on here. I had no idea what you guys were talking
I had no idea. I again am like for this purpose. They obviously did circumcision because it was cleaner back then.
Back when they took one shower a month.
A month, but there's no
And shit
point
in
in
the street.
circumcision now. In this day and age, there's no point in it now.
You shave off an inch so you look like Donatello.
But there's no point to it. Like, we're not going to go into this rant that I have, but there's no point to it.
See, I enjoyed the rant. That's why I wanted to include this piece.
Yeah, mutilate your children. North Brewery, North Brewery does not sponsor that. Just like you neuter your cats and dogs. Cut the tip of your dick off. Beautiful.
It went off the rails.
It's fine. Don't get sand in there. It's
All
all
right,
right.
well-
Yeah, just don't get sand in there. It's fine. You know that not circumcised, the sex is more pleasurable?
It holds like 30% more nerves.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's versus
These are facts I don't really need to know right now. We're talking about art.
Wouldn't you be happy, Ruff, to have your full penis intact?
I mean, I think I'm fine with the way it is.
I understand, but wouldn't you be happy? I'm not
I'm
circumcised.
still not over the don't get sand in there. It makes me think that pearls happen, and I don't want to know if that's true or
It's
not.
impossible to get out.
Or why are you rubbing your dick in sand?
Man, this is going off the rails
That's
today.
the real question.
I love
Why
it.
are you?
no. That's
rubbing
why
your-
you cut it off because you got to cross the desert. Like shit.
You pull the
Back to
skin
Egypt
down.
we go.
that makes sense. Okay, now I get
Part the Red Seas. Cut your foreskin off. Let's go.
it. Now I get it. Okay.
It's fucked up. You know, there's a lot of organizations out there like Hoop, hands off our penises.
Oh, I'm well aware.
Of course, that's a thing.
You were
Why wouldn't
you
it
were
be?
discussing this drunkenly.
Yeah, I'm not.
Hey, we're doing it again right now.
All right, move on to the next image. The
Well, no, we
circumcision.
haven't actually-
Oh yeah, we haven't
Yeah.
actually critiqued. You're right.
No, we didn't actually critique the artwork.
Go back
Okay.
to that thing, and I'll say, yeah, great. It's awesome.
I'm
I
confused
mean-
by this dude's face right here, though. He
He's
looks
like,
like
we-
he's enjoying it a little too much.
already got a bigger dong than I do.
Yes.
It's like, wow. So we're just cutting dicks. Sweet.
Everyone just looks really uncomfortable by this. The dude by the window is like, "Oh, guys."
You know, let me do it. So they take the skin. They pull
So
the
the
skin.
tile work is really nice.
They pull the skin.
beautiful.
I like
Yeah.
like
It
the
almost looks
dome
reflective.
frame going on. There's some cool stuff.
I feel like it doesn't have as much detail as the last one.
They don't even
Like
use.
there's not as much layering.
I mean, there's a lot of figures in this. It's pretty awesome, like for what it is, you know. Aside from the baby getting his dick chopped off.
yeah,
They
yeah.
don't even use the scissors back
giant-
then. They pull the skin and then they pin it down and they
I
cut
don't
it
need
with
to
a
know this,
knife.
Zach.
They cut it with a
Dude,
knife.
Do you
and it
not see the
bleeds.
blade he's holding?
It's fucked up.
It's a letter opener.
Dude, if you're cutting into me, I would rather you cut into me with a blade than a pair of scissors.
It's a snip. I'm against both of these things. It's a bad thing. It's bad.
I didn't know this
My-
was going to be so controversial.
Okay.
This is something that's it's a trigger thing for me.
I told you it was going to be good if you included this
So
image.
do I like this? It's beautiful.
It's the same altarpiece as Demon Butt.
The use of shadow and light. Same thing with demon.
Maybe
butt.
that was in the book. He's like, cut your kids' dicks.
He's like, see right here? says it in the book. You probably should do it, or else they're gonna end up with a face on their ass like me.
All right,
You're gonna
well,
get sand in
let's
there.
move on here.
I do also have to say real quick, I do enjoy the fact that it's called the Wolfgang altarpiece. That's pretty.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Saint
sweet.
Wolfgang. I don't know what he's in charge of, but apparently it's
Okay.
circumcision.
Two wolves.
You know that in the hospital when you give birth, they keep coming back and asking if you say no. They ask multiple times. Like, we could do it right now. I'm like, I don't want it. I don't want it for my kid. Not happening. Not happening. Well, everyone does. I don't care.
I'm guessing this is a very personal experience that you've had.
He's gonna have a thick, full
I just don't
farmer
think-
dong.
I just don't think that circumcision should be allowed.
Fair enough.
Period. Unless you're 21 and you want or 18 and body modification yourself, go ahead.
But then it's harder later on in life because the nerves have already developed.
Oh, so mutilating a baby? Like, are you kidding me?
All right, moving on. This is Vampire's Kiss by Boris Vallejo. This
This
is
is
one of
hot
my
as
favorite
shit.
paintings ever.
Beautiful.
79.
Yeah, dude.
Look at the shadow on that
Smoking.
butt.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That
a
vampire's getting a handful of
Look at
ass.
look at everything that's going on in here. This is everything that I love about art right
Yeah,
here.
this is great. The boxed butt. I like the boxed butt. They didn't go with a pear shape or like an apple butt.
But man, the textures and the colors in this just fucking so awesome.
I do
really
agree.
cinematic, like top-down lighting going
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
It's almost like a
And this
haze
this
in the
nice little,
room.
trickle of blood on this girl's sweet ass here.
From what?
From him grabbing
The-
too
I mean, what do you
hard.
think?
The nail's going in a little too
Oh,
hard.
shit.
From that
Yeah,
James
he's grabbing it a little too hard.
I like the snake too.
Yeah.
You like his pet snake?
I think that's actually part of the character.
Really? He's got snake feet?
I guess so.
Is it his dong? I mean,
It's not
there's dicks and
circumcised,
everything else.
so
That's definitely not a circumcision if that's the case.
That's the reason why you don't circumcise.
Yep.
You don't
you
circumcise
can be a
anybody.
snake.
You could be a snake. Josh, I really like this piece. I can actually
I
see.
love this piece. I almost had this tattooed on me instead of what I have here.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
You should still get that. That's an awesome piece.
I really like I can see when in your naked butt image with the girl with the sword,
Uh-huh.
with the snake.
A lot
I
of
can s-
influence here.
I can see that.
This is very high fantasy, late 70s, early 80s kind of shit. So,
Yeah.
yeah. I love that.
Very
that
inspired
whole,
by.
like time period and artwork.
Yeah, you ever read Michael Moorcock?
No.
I
That
you
sounds like a made up name.
It's not.
They just made up.
It's not. I think
Not gonna
Michael-
start raining
wait.
about circumcision.
Michael Moorcock.
Yeah,
Moorcock.
yeah. You guys are. He's a real writer.
This is some bullshit. I call bullshit right
Okay,
here.
look him up.
Is this
Michael
like the
Moorcock.
tingle guy?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna look this up and come
He's
across
the main
some strange
spokesperson for
like
Hoop.
uncircumcised porn site.
He
That's
is
what's gonna happen.
a writer from the 60s, 70s, and 80s that wrote a lot about this type
Moorcock.
of fantasy world. Michael Moorcock.
Okay. What's he say about it?
What about the fantasy worlds that he writes?
Don't circumcise your children.
There's the Elric saga that are really good about this guy who's pale white and he's got a sword. It's kind of like Excalibur, but he needs to kill people to get more power because he's a weakling because he's pale white.
Wait,
It's like a
He
vampire.
was
he's got
circumcised.
he's got a skinny white pale sword,
Just look up the fucking
and
writer.
his name is Moorcock.
Just look him up. And the artwork.
A skinny
Okay,
pale
tonight has
book.
nothing to do with art. We're just talking about dicks.
We started wrong.
Lots of dicks and butts today.
Lots of dicks and ass. I like it. I also like the green head. I think this is a nice painting.
I love
nice
the
piece.
the smoky atmosphere in the background.
Yeah, real hazy.
And these like biomechanical
toxic.
textures on the floor, or if that's the floor of wherever the
Of
environment
hell.
is.
It's nice, man.
I like the nice smoky
rules.
atmosphere.
See, that's the thing about biomechanical art in general is that it used to be, well, before like Giger came along and like made it like a thing,
Yeah.
like the main centerpiece of stuff. It was like basically background stuff in paintings or environmental things. There's a lot of that in Boris's earlier work.
That's awesome.
I like Boris. I had a Boris calendar when I was like 12.
Tight.
And there was a lot of naked chicks making out in it.
Did you jerk to it?
That was my question as well.
Did you do it?
Did
Are we
you
going there
JO to
tonight?
it?
Yeah.
I think I got caught
I mean,
pulling one
that's-
off.
Nice.
I mean, if you're gonna do it to any fantasy art, I mean, Boris would be the one. Boris or Frazetta?
It's like, oh my God, Mom, can I please have this calendar? Like, yeah, sure. And then April comes along. It's like,
Do you have any siblings, Reggie?
yeah, but they're older. They were out of the house by then.
Oh, damn. It would have been hilarious. Like,
He was just jacking off all over
Mom,
the house.
Reggie's in the bathroom again with the calendar.
He's got the butterfly girls again. The Avatar girls with nice tits.
All right, so let's move on.
Sure. Oh.
This is an illustration from Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark
Cool.
by Stephen Gamble.
Love
Another
this.
one of my favorite art pieces ever.
I like this.
Powdered graphite? Is that what he used?
I think it was ink and brush.
Okay.
Are those worlds in the back?
I mean, yeah, I think so.
Sure.
A lot of this is very abstract.
I like it.
I'm pretty sure that this whole series of books fucked me up when I was a kid because,
Yeah.
like, I remember seeing these and being terrified by the illustrations, but just like
This series is
Had to keep going back
completely enthralled. with
Yeah,
them.
this series is the way why we are the way we are.
A
Yeah.
dream tattoo project of mine is to do a whole sleeve based on the artwork in those books. That'd be awesome.
Oh.
Anybody out there, if
Yeah,
you're listening,
putting
and
it
you,
out there.
you
Email.
want it, email Josh Ruff. He'll fly you out.
Yeah, don't,
I'm kidding.
let's
I'm
not
kidding.
do that.
Email Josh Ruff your dick pic.
Yes.
It's how he chooses.
That's how, and then he'll choose the dick to which he wants to.
If you got a
tattoo.
triumphant veiny
most
one, maybe I'll
honorable
consider
one.
you.
Okay.
Yeah, the most honorable. Yeah.
I
You're
love
a
this,
farmer,
man.
though.
Yeah, there's just so much weird shit going on in this.
This is a real shit episode.
I'm having a good time.
So
think
am
it's
I.
awesome.
I really. This is great.
Some of the best art we've had so
It
far.
is, yeah.
I do like it.
No one with their thumb in their ass so far. So far.
It's early.
I like the monster just kind of coming out of the ether.
I mean,
at the
yeah,
top.
I love how, like, if you look through all the illustrations in these books, how this guy portrayed depth with just ink and brush and like value. Like stuff coming out of mist, that kind of ethereal quality that all of his drawings had.
Yeah.
And some of it's like straight death metal album art.
This is scary. This is
Yeah.
pretty scary shit.
Very minimal too, with like the brush strokes, but you know exactly what it is. It's
It
great.
leaves
Yeah.
more for you
Right.
to
Honestly,
decipher.
How did these books not get parental advisory back in the day?
There
It
was
was
a
be-
whole thing where they, like around the time the parental advisory thing was happening, like these books, like there's a documentary about it out now. It's on Amazon, I think. I forget the name of it, but it's just all about, if you search for scary stories, it should come up. But there's
This-
like
This
a whole
predates
thing that happened.
It predates that though, right?
Well, yeah,
But
but
still,
they
it
tried
was
to
around
get
at the
these.
time.
They tried to get these books banned just because the artwork was so intense
Yeah.
for most people. You know.
The artwork and the fucking writing too. There was like a funeral
Wait.
hearse poem.
Yeah,
in
there was
You
some-
read those?
There was some dark ass stories
Yeah.
in there for sure. Like Harold, like
Which one was Harold?
Harold was the scarecrow that would like fucking flay people and
Yes.
stretch their skin out on a roof.
Yes.
Oh, sweet.
Jeez.
So that's
That's
pretty
not a
intense
bad
for a
idea.
kid's book.
A
But
skin
that's why
roof?
you don't fuck with scarecrows, man.
There was one where a girl got
Keep
a
running.
prom
Alright, cool.
dress and she got it secondhand and put it on and died because it was a dead person's prom dress and she got poisoned from the formaldehyde.
A skin roof sounds like it would be really good water resistant.
Probably.
Did you guys like the movie, the Scary Stories movie?
I feel like it was forced. Like they
Yeah.
tried to connect all the stories
Yeah,
instead of just making.
I could have done without the
their
whole
own
teenage
shorts.
narrative to
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it was very just it's like they put too much effort into it to include every single story instead of just like tying a couple of them together.
Yeah, they could have had just like a creep show kind of thing
Yeah,
where
just
it
have
was
the
just
little
like
individual.
Yeah,
shorts.
Anthology movie.
Yeah.
yeah, like, for sure.
or just pick like 2 or 3 that are similar in style and just kind of blend the movie based on that.
Yeah.
Like take from it, but
That would have
instead-
made more sense than trying to have some narrative that brings all that shit together.
Yeah, they included too much.
Do you see that one?
I did not.
Del Toro had something to do with that, right?
Yeah, I mean the special effects in it were pretty good though.
Yeah, they were spot on with the illustrations for the book, for sure.
Yeah, especially the one woman
Yeah.
looks so much like her.
Did you pee in the dumpster again?
Back alley.
Nice.
All right, Zach. Well, I pulled this one up just for you.
Fuck yeah. Nothing like a child or a cherub.
This is Caravaggio.
Jesus.
Yeah, yeah.
Man did not like that comment.
Love how the arrows were pointing straight to his dick.
Yeah, there's a whole thing about this I read in a art history book that I have from college.
Where's the balls?
Behind the tiny
Dude,
dick.
everything.
Tucked.
So much stuff is pointing right at his dong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is
Check it out.
the book that I have, the art history book from school. Like they say that this is his most overtly homosexual painting. You know, like
Yeah.
there's no
Which-
Christian elements at all in this. Like,
Which isn't saying much because he tried to push as many Christian elements away from his paintings as possible. And
Yeah.
the church hated him for it.
Can
Yeah,
we
for
zoom
sure.
in on that penis?
we can't.
We can't. It doesn't look circumcised though, so good for you.
Hey, you know they.
Is that what you were checking for?
Yeah.
Okay. Just curious.
I wanted to see if there's lint stuck in there.
See if there's any sand.
Oh.
Grains of sand.
Let me see your foreskin. Pull it out right
You
now.
cleaning that thing? Ill.
This is gonna become a bit now. This foreskin shit.
It's going to be repetitive per episode.
I'm going to require that with men who come in the brewery, since we can require for COVID things. Let me see your foreskin. Pull it down right now.
Nope, I'm not letting that dick
So-
in my bar. That dick is not coming in my bar.
That's too
That's
tiny.
pretty funny though. Like ask you if you're vaccinated, but instead ask if you're circumcised.
Well, technically, I could do that.
Hey,
Private
it's
business.
both personal medical information that you don't have to give to anybody.
Let me see your dick. Pull it out. I require to see your penis.
Are you
I
gonna
need
make
to
him wear
save
a
my
mask
marriage.
on
Show
their
me your
dick?
dick.
Yes.
So yeah, this is. There's a lot of things pointing to his
Yep,
dick.
the
Yeah.
bow.
That's like the
whatever that
whole
angle,
the whole thing of this.
the
Like he was
fucking-
trying to piss people off when he painted this.
Oh
I feel
yeah,
like.
you can
The
tell.
wing
time.
is curling
This is like
around,
late
just
1500s.
pointing at it.
He's just like, check out my package.
I really. This is a great piece.
Everything's pointed towards his dick.
Yeah.
The violin bow.
Yep.
Whatever's on that table is just angled.
But
Yep.
it's still a small penis.
But that means he's knowledgeable and heroic.
It's
And
a
he's also a
grower, not a
child.
shower.
I thought he was he's not a child. He
It's
has
a
wings.
cherub.
He's got wings. This is not a child.
A cherub would be
I might
a
be a
child
cherub,
angel.
but I could fuck you up
But I mean,
wait a second.
Cupid
They- but they-
started-
they're
He could still murder
He's
you.
An adult.
with his dick.
They're timeless. They're ageless.
Yeah, which means he has the knowledge to still
with a
murder
child's
you.
body.
Peter Pan, if you will.
He has 500 years worth of knowledge on how to kill you with a spoon.
That looks like
Or shove his dick in
a
your
little
face.
bit more fatty than Dylan's body.
Okay, weird.
What do you want me to say to that?
Weird.
I was like, what do you want me to say? What? Is there,
Why are you?
Silence in the
Why are you
talking
comparing this child to one of your bartenders?
Please tell me.
And how do you know?
Because he's got a great uncircumcised dick.
he's got a
also.
great uncircumcised. Actually,
Oh.
I think he might be circumcised.
He let me know recently.
That he was.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That's a story for another time.
All right, well that's enough of that. Let's talk
I like
about,
this.
Let's talk about the painting.
I like this a lot. I love the color scheme too.
This is probably one of the greatest painters in history, I would say.
Really?
Yeah.
We've got to do
Caravaggio.
something
Greatest-
on him, but
Classically
definitely
trained.
in my top 5.
Yes. Okay.
For sure.
chiaroscuro. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Mastered it.
it's a little weird looking at it through
Have you
this
ever-
because it kind of fucks with the contrast of the painting a little bit, but a lot of the background is very, very dark.
Have you ever tattooed any of Caravaggio pieces?
I haven't. I would love to, though.
Put it out there. We're doing it now.
Yeah, you want me to do this one on you?
Not that one.
Yeah. You could have his dick right at your belly button.
Oh.
So that like everything around it is pointing like boom.
No. Modify it a little bit. Make it so
Yeah.
the legs are up, so the butthole is your belly button.
I always thought a really cool one to do would be either David and Goliath or Judith and Hofford. Can't
Judith
pronounce his name.
Hofferness. Cutting
Hofferness.
off. Cutting off.
Yeah.
That's the one
Yeah.
that I want. Is Judith cutting off the head.
Ooh.
Yeah, that one's brutal. I like Artemisia's version. of that
yeah.
better. It's way more bloody.
Judith, you bitch.
I want.
Which apparently there's 2 versions of it, and if
Right
you
on-
see the original one, it's
right on my
way
side.
bloodier than the.
Yeah, in that book, like she was right next to Caravaggio, which is cool.
Yeah.
And
Right.
there was like a whole little thing about women and women artists in that time period.
Right on my side.
That'll feel.
You want this dick on your
wonderful.
side?
No, the
our Judith.
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 Yeah, please don't put your dick on my side.
Oh, I'm not gonna do that.
Sometimes with certain customers in the brewery, like, Like
I
Brad.
don't like where this is headed.
Like Brad, I'll purposely walk up and give a little dick brush.
Is that like that thing in Fight Club where
We
it's like
should
you
probably cut
pass-
that
you
out.
sh-
No,
you
why would
do
you
the
cut
ass
that
and the
out?
cock?
We should probably cut that out.
Why does Brad sponsor the show? No.
I don't understand why. He knows I do it. He called me out
You got
on it the other
nut
day.
or butt? What do you take?
Yeah, he called me
Nut
out
or
on it the other
butt?
day. He's like, "Are you seriously trying to come up and rest your nuts on my knee?"
This is also the same man that you spent $110 to buy the shirt off of his back.
Yes,
the
I did that.
implications of both of those pieces of information back to back are not great.
They're not great.
The implications.
Back to the piece.
Let's move on.
It's a beautiful painting. I love the texture of the feathers. Oh,
Let's move on to more dicks.
that I don't even see a dick. Those are balls. That's just dangly balls.
Okay, in all serious note,
Those-
just for
those
the
are some meaty clackers.
let me ask this. Let me ask you this.
I love the
The meaty
acrobatics.
clackers of a middle-aged Indian man.
Would you? Okay. Let's just put it out there. Would you be cool with this position? Ruff, would you?
I don't think that's
if-
feasible, man.
It's
I don't think it
definitely
is.
feasible. Like,
Vaginas don't point forward.
well, according to the Karma Sutra, they do.
I mean, maybe if you were like a very small man,
They
and
did
your
this-
lady was very large.
They did
and
this
strong,
scene. They did this
and
scene
could hold you
actually in
up like this.
Workaholics. They did this scene in Workaholics where
With the
Durs.
Chindo?
No, Durs comes back to the office drunk, and Alice is super
Alice,
drunk,
yeah.
and she puts him on the table. So he's laying down
Oh
with his
my
legs
God.
up, and she puts his penis down, and then she just moves up on it. And then that's how they have sex in that episode.
See, we were debating about this before when we first saw it. Shout out to Allie who posted this, and that's when we found it.
Hi, Allie Oxenblood.
Allie Oxenblood. But yeah, so we were debating about that. And we're like, yeah, but I was like, that is a voluptuous man. That is not a skinny, small man. He seems very.
That lady has hair on her shoulders.
She does.
Yeah.
Yeah, this man is definitely the bitch in the relationship.
Yes.
Come on, you wouldn't try this. You wouldn't attempt this once.
No.
Are we
A
positive
stand and a
they're not-
deliver from the lady?
If the woman was that
Okay.
powerful, that strong to hold you up, get those legs up on.
We're back to powerlifting conversations with steroids.
I would try that. Who would not try that? That looks great. I love this piece. This is great.
This
Just making
This
us
surprises
talk.
me. This does not surprise me.
This is the artwork you love, not the Caravaggio, not the Renaissance classical,
'Cause-
beautiful.
Well, I
She
actually
got her
love the
nails did.
Caravaggio.
Look at her. She's a fucking baller. I barely even noticed like little side details. Dude, she's a
She's
hit
like,
lady.
you're not fucking me. I'm fucking you.
She's a baddie.
She's got
Boss
a nose
bitch.
piercing.
Yeah, she's a
got
boss
it, like
bitch.
connected to her fucking like
She's a boss
Ears?
bitch.
chain on her ears.
That's the definition of
She's
early
got-
boss bitch.
And this
She's
dude,
got her fucking nails did.
Yeah.
This
She
dude-
got
her
pedicure.
toenails did.
yeah,
Her
she's a bad
toenails.
bitch. She's a baddie,
She's like, I'm taking off my clothes, but I ain't taking off my jewelry to fuck.
and I'm holding them. Look at this guy's thickness.
And I ain't shaving these shoulders either.
Yeah. She's just making eye contact with him the whole time, being like, deeper, deeper, twist more.
He's pretty thick too. He's got a butt. He's
That's
got
what I'm
fatty.
saying. That's what
He's
I'm
got
saying.
a fatty. On
That's
him.
what I was saying. He is not a skinny, small guy.
perfect-
For her to
He
Perfect.
does have
powerlifting.
meaty clackers, too.
Perfect for
Guys,
the
what the
next
fuck
page.
are we doing?
Well, I'm just saying this.
We're reviewing the art. It's the symbolism. Maybe the meaty clackers are the fertility of a, I don't know.
of
Of an I don't
and
know.
she's holding him. She's holding him in the right place, perfect for the next page of the Karma Sutra, where the dude comes in from behind and penetrates the man.
Oh, so that's the
Oh.
sequel to this one.
He's the baloney of the sandwich.
Yes,
Oh.
he's the baloney of the sandwich.
It's an all new meaning to Eiffel Tower.
This is a great episode.
Oh my god.
This is fucking great.
It's
If this-
fucking
Watch
like
another
the
fucking
Taj
boss
Mahal.
bitch comes out with a fucking strappy.
That's what I was thinking.
Crow!
Now, now this goes like this is some good art.
This is what you
I
want to
love
see
the
hanging in the
time
brewery.
I would.
that they took to put a tiny little carpet behind them.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Little
yeah.
area
Little
wrap.
Decorations are
Yo,
important.
don't come on my tiles.
Yeah, it's to make sure you have something to clean up the mess.
Yeah, yeah.
Like every good porno.
And the little footrest, so you know how he hopped up to that position. 'Cause
Yeah.
he's so
Fuck.
tall.
Yep.
Are we gonna call this episode art critique or dick critique?
It could be both.
Just eggplant, remember? We were just
This is
gonna do
awesome. I love this piece. Yay or nay?
I mean, yay.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's something.
All right.
This is empowering women
it.
too.
This is what you want to see hanging in the brewery?
In the back part of the brewery.
Front.
No, I will
Right
never
up-
get that
right-
approved. No.
Right up front, first thing when you walk in
No.
the door. Just
My corner.
But this is a
The
good.
back.
This
You
is
should
like
put it up for a day and see what happens.
this. Yeah. Okay.
That would be a fun
Put
experiment.
it in the bathroom.
Apparently, this is the late 19th century, made in gouache from
So-
India.
If
So,
you
Reese-
did this, let me ask you, if you the only way this could be allowed, we could no, because he listens to this fucking podcast.
no.
Who?
So recently, I've
People
noticed.
listen to this podcast.
Recently, I noticed while peeing in there because I'm staring at the ceiling, like just looking around drunk, how tall it is. And I always thought it would be great to put a mural up there, like super awkward.
What about that piece?
Yep. Yep.
Can I paint that on the ceiling of the bathroom?
Yep.
Joking,
We should.
Even
jokingly,
get-
yes, you can.
Get Jill
Reality, no.
to make you a vinyl.
Can we print it out and hang
To
it while I'm
just-
announced to you? So that when
Yeah.
people are shitting in your bar, they just look right up and see like, oh, what the fuck?
Hey,
Is that-
Zach, what's
is
with
that a
the
stand and deliver?
balls on the ceiling?
I love this. This is great.
I like that idea.
All right, well, let's move on
do
to the
that.
next one. I'm sure
Rate it
there's more
high.
I
dicks.
call that painting stand and deliver.
All right, what's the
Duchamp.
deal with this one?
This is
Duchamp.
Marcel Duchamp, right?
Duchamp.
Yes.
I did see this in the art history book that I mentioned earlier.
What does
19
our mutt mean?
Might have been the guy that bought it, or maybe he put a little graffiti on it. to
I
make it
think this is
look,
this is some
actually
kind of
authentic.
critique on modern art, isn't it? Like,
It's a urinal.
He got into a conversation with art collectors. Like, do you think I could just sell some common ass thing in a gallery and be able to pawn it off? And then did. And he did.
yeah,
Yep.
total critique on modern art. Then
Yep.
And people that are into modern art were probably like, "This is brilliant," and kept going.
It's amazing.
yeah,
In reality, I can agree. This is a piece of shit.
yes,
But if he's doing it as a joke, I can respect that. Yo,
Yeah, I mean-
we about to get fucked weather-wise. FYI.
okay.
Just letting you know.
Again,
Yeah, I've been following it. But keep going. I like this.
we're about to get stand and delivered by Mother Nature.
Stand.
By a farmer.
Stand, and do you think that she thrusts him in? 'Cause she's controlling.
Yes,
She's
she does.
She's controlling him because it's all her. He's just being.
He probably
held.
has no velocity to like actually give a thrust in there. So
He can't
she's
move those
probably just,
hips.
like,
It took me a
grabbing
second.
his legs.
Should I go back for the diagram?
Yes.
At
Yeah.
first, I didn't see
Look,
the other
she's
legs.
got his
so it-
legs and her arm wrapped around him. So she's like, deeper, bitch, deeper, deeper.
Stay on podcast after hours, and Reggie and I will show you just like how this works out. One of
We'll go
Do
over
you
to the
remember
we'll
when
go over to the
you-
brewery where there's more
Sidebar,
space.
can you-
Reggie
buttholes touch.
will hold my legs.
Do you remember when you were at the brewery trying to figure out if dudes could scissor?
Yes.
And you
Could
had
two
someone on
buttholes
the
touch?
floor, and you were
You
climbing
and
over
Randy.
These are
them
the things
as
that
somebody
happen at
walked in
the
that
North
had never
Brewery.
come in before, and we were like, we should probably stop this.
And then out of
Lifelong
all-
customer.
out
That
of-
was a lifelong customer. He became a lifelong.
Out of all people, Jay Pix then was like, "Boss, you really want to be doing this right now?"
And I'm
you
like,
were
yes.
Oh yeah.
It's
We are
important.
still
It's
open.
for science.
It's for science. Can two dudes' buttholes touch?
it's possible.
You and Ramby.
It's absolutely possible. It's just spreading the cheeks. Both men
I
have
think
to.
one, if you set up a slip and slide, and maybe one at the bottom with their legs up, and just slide into it.
But it's not. It's,
That's an
emergency room visit.
That's a quick touch. That's a bounce and a touch.
But I
Dude,
think
what are we doing? What are we doing?
if it was at the bottom of the hill,
Hey,
it
we're
would
trying to
just
talk
keep
about this
sliding
fucking
back
urinal
together.
that some guy sold, and you guys are talking about fucking Kama Sutra shit still.
A urinal where you
Because
take
that's how good the last piece was.
the urinal
guess so.
where you again tie in using your penis to pee in. We're back to dicks.
I mean,
that's a
I knew this
weird-ass
whole
urinal.
episode was going to be dick centric.
It was
today.
like 1916.
Oh my God.
17.
I'm today years old that I realized that we're looking at it wrong. That's the bottom of the urinal.
That's the drain.
That's the drain.
The
It
top
comes
where
right
the
back out
water
on
comes
you.
in.
Yeah, no, it doesn't come right back out on you. No, that's it's upside down. That's supposed to be mounted to a wall.
Yeah.
So the pipe goes here.
The pipe goes through what the front is.
Yeah.
This seems like some low effort shit, just like the banana taped to a wall, though. To me,
Kinda.
it's the same thing.
He's probably
This
dunking
This is the
on.
origins of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is over 100 years ago.
Yep.
He still did it.
It was titled Fountain. April 1970.
1970.
1917.
All right.
He submitted it for the exhibition of the Society of Independent Artists as their inaugural exhibition at the Grand Central Palace in
Art
New York.
Troll. That's what it was.
Fucking legendary.
Grand
like, how-
Central Palace.
How can I tell them to suck my dick without it being obvious?
Wasn't
I
this
know,
the
a urinal?
the thing that Marcel Duchamp kind of did though?
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
this was his main
So-
thing. He was like the first art troll kind of.
Yep. Fountain was not rejected by the committee because the society rules stated that all works would be accepted from artists who paid the fee, but the work was never placed in the show area.
It was in the bathroom.
Damn.
Oh, that's great.
All right.
What's next?
Cool.
It's mine. This is
Yep. You so
More dicks.
so
naked man with rat.
so you were the first to start sending us work,
Oh.
and we saw this, and that's how we established that this episode was the penis episode.
Yeah, I knew this was going to be a very dick-centric episode.
As soon as we saw this, and then we were like, "All right, let's roll with it."
It's nice. It's a good painting.
It's uncomfortable.
It's the whole point.
Is he
looks-
circumcised now?
Yeah, probably. Looks it.
So what I
Yeah,
love
he's
about this
definitely
is
circumcised.
the artist,
Yeah.
Lucian Freud,
Yeah.
the grandson of Sigmund Freud.
Yeah.
He is the grandson of
Yeah.
Sigmund
He's
Freud.
the grandson.
And he painted a lot of men spread open and women spread open.
What do you think his grandfather would have thought of it?
He's gay. That's what his grandfather would have said. Be like, you're painting dick. Because Sigmund Freud was.
But he painted women too.
Yeah.
He painted his mother.
He painted his mother.
Then obviously be disturbed. But Sigmund Freud would have some stupid explanation for this. Not that it would be right or wrong, but he'd have some dumbass explanation.
Where does the rat come into play?
The
It's
guy's just
in his
holding a
hands.
rat.
Oh, I know, but I mean, in the analysis of his grandson, like why
A rat ran by, so he grabbed it.
His grandson probably put the rat in because he thinks that he's a rat. Like he's no more better than a rat, maybe, than what his grandfather would think of him. Maybe, who knows? Maybe I have no idea.
That's deep.
It's a nice piece. The guy at least got the balls right. That looks good. If you-
Yes, at least his
There's a
balls are
lot of
covering his
detail in
asshole.
those balls. I
would
feel
you
like
if you were if
those
this
are
guy
just sweaty, fucking floppy balls.
if you they are. It's
guy
probably
looked-
hot as shit. There wasn't AC back then.
That guy looks like he just got out of a
I think we should let
session at the
everybody
Y.
know this
He looked
episode
like
is
he's-
definitely TVMA.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
strung
Rated R.
out, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
He
he's
looks-
holding a rat, so probably.
Yeah, that's yeah.
He just
He's
got
like,
out of a
hey,
hard-
you need an extra $50 for more heroin? Like, yeah, man. Like, all right, cool. I'll paint you naked. He's like, that sounds weird, but I don't give a shit, man.
Can I bring my
can
pet?
Can I hold this rat?
I got this rat that's coming too, man.
He's got a
Whatever. The
hard-
weirder, the better.
a hard workout session at the YMCA. Just got out. He's just home lounging.
Airing it out.
See, but at the Y, they actually have showers.
All I'm saying, this is one of the benches at the Y. He hasn't quite made it to the shower.
They're paying $50 a night to fucking rent, or like, wait, whatever, the 70s. He's paying like $10 a night to rent a room at the Y. He's like, no, don't shower after your workout. Just go right upstairs, man. It's gonna be a
Exactly.
good time.
Yeah.
He got the stench. He did. This,
I feel
I
like
think this is a good piece.
I feel like I can smell this painting.
Painting wise, come on, don't do that to me. Painting wise,
Painting-wise,
that's
it's not bad.
it's not bad.
There's
It's-
good stuff going on.
A lot
but
of-
it's
it's some
again,
decent technical execution here.
Yes. I thought we were focusing on tactical execution. Who cares if there's
Who cares that all fucking roads are pointing to dick? This is about technical execution.
That
Look at
seems
the-
to be the theme of
He's
this
even
episode.
got he even got the
Texticles.
butt cheeks.
Our
He even
Damage
got
podcast number 41. All roads point to dick.
the point to dick.
That's a good name.
But look at the butt cheeks.
You're like,
Underneath
I hate
those
every one of
balls.
you. Why
I
am I
feel,
wasting my
I
time?
feel like that needs to be on the quote for our T-shirt.
The dude's probably packing too. Like he's probably a grower, and they're probably next one. Just go to the next one. All right.
No
There's another
dicks
one.
here.
No dicks here.
Liza Minnelli.
This is. I gotta look at who this actually is. This
Some 70s bush.
this is.
I think it's before the 70s.
sent- Egon Schiele.
What year?
I don't know.
1900s probably.
Yeah, 1900s. It was in the 1900s.
Okay, so not 70s Bush, but
No,
No, probably like
a lot of-
1910 Bush.
oh,
Yeah, just I like the form, and I like how uneasy the lines are, and how vulnerable he makes the women that he paints or draws.
This is Freud again?
No, this is Elon.
Oh, okay.
I can't
Elon Musk.
This
Elon
is
Musk,
Elon. No, Egon. Egon. EgonSchiele.
Egon, wasn't he in that one movie?
This is. I like it a lot.
Ghostbusters?
Yes, that's what.
How uneasy and how vulnerable.
That's him in drag, actually.
Oh, come on. How vulnerable he makes these women. His other pieces are like this too. How vulnerable, and how it's difficult still to be pretty for a woman.
I quite enjoy the orange nipple.
It's nice. Just a little bit, little pink on the lips, on the
See,
lips, on the mouth.
the lips match it.
I feel like it reminds me of
there
Degas'
is.
ballerinas, but the less
The-
demure one.
Okay.
Because back then, that's basic ballerinas. That's what they did for extra money. That's
Really?
really what Degas was painting was ladies of the night, and he was trying to be sneaky about it.
Oh,
Yeah,
you probably got a little something.
probably.
Yeah,
Degas was not.
you
He
don't
was,
think
he wasn't
he
great.
didn't?
it's great, dude. The doinks are hitting.
I can tell.
Did you
Are
get busted
you-
for cranking off to this one when you were 12 too?
You
This
love that.
definitely wasn't on the Boris Vallejo calendar.
You love that 1910 Bush.
I think I like the bush definitely, and I also like the way the nipples were.
I was about to say, show me that 1910
Orange?
Bush and the orange nipple.
I
Orange
like the line
and pasty.
quality. It seems like whoever did this did it fast. And a lot of the
I think it's meant to be
anatomy-
like that, though. It's very sketchy.
Yeah.
You know?
Fast
Yeah.
but detailed at the same
Yeah,
time.
uneasy.
Yeah, they got the little ribs under her boob, you know, showing like a little bit of
Riblets.
Yeah,
It's
her
more
stomach
like
is
a
turned.
more complex gesture drawing. kind of.
Yeah.
yeah.
Her stomach is turned just
Showing
just
they
such
have a
enough.
good understanding of overall anatomy as
Yeah, I
opposed
mean,
to
it was
just, like whipping
it was probably
together.
drawn from life, from the look of it. You know,
It's a good
Yeah.
pose. I mean, it's slightly complicated just because it's.
Yeah, she's off.
Yeah.
there's some foreshortening in there.
And it's done well, correctly. So.
Right. I really like this piece. I like this a lot of art that's done like this.
I love
Cool.
Her, I love her Marge Simpson
Why do you like
hair.
this kind of stuff, though? Do you like the simplicity of it?
Yeah.
What is it that speaks to you about?
I
this?
like the simplicity of it. I like the fact that the only thing there shows a lot of emotion, like in her face.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can definitely tell that she is being like she's shy, she's sad. She's not comfortable with being nude in front of the person that's drawing this. And I like how imperfect her body is. It's extremely imperfect. But that's why I like a lot of guys that draw this type of stuff, because there are a lot of guys out there that do this type of stuff, and I just like how imperfect it is.
Instead of choosing like the most
Okay.
perfect Playboy model type.
Well,
thing.
because it's difficult, and I mean, I'm not trying to. I know I'm placating when I'm saying this, or I'm like a virtue signaling, or whatever. But I think it's extremely difficult for women to be naked in front of random men. And I mean, I'm sure with men too, but men experience it a lot more with like being forced to be. You got to go in the locker room together. You know, your dad's take. You know, like they're going to the pool, the swimming pool at the Z pool, and there's fucking 80-year-old men nude hanging dong because they're changing. And then there's like there
See,
is
some dudes don't give a fuck though.
some dudes do not. I
Some
did
ladies
that.
don't give a fuck either.
I did this one time in high school. I was in the 9th grade. It was pool time. We were part of. You had to go swim in the pool.
Yeah.
And I was being I mean, who I am. I'm like, oh, we just get, you just get changed. So you're taking off your swim trunks. You're in the gym. You take them off. I didn't realize you put a towel around you when you take off your swim trunks and then put on your boxers. I just,
Drop trow.
yeah, it was a power move. And everyone's like, who the fuck is that guy? This guy doesn't care. Small dick and everything. He doesn't care. This dude doesn't care. Who the fuck is that guy? A psychopath. So maybe it benefited me, but I'm still like saying like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna fucking do it. No one's gonna say shit to me, and I just, yeah.
I say it like a curse. People deserve what they see. Just like,
Ooh,
yeah.
that's fucking good.
If you're looking, you deserve what you see.
She'll walk past the window and be like, I'm like, it's open. She's like, they deserve what they see.
That's why I like to take a peek. I'm going with my friends to the movies to try to make them uncomfortable. We go to the bathroom together. I look over.
And that's why we've never gone to the movies.
Chad has a great story about that. First time we're hanging out, go to the movies. Oh, let's hit the bathroom before we go. He fucking chose to sit next to me. Not sit next to me. Go to the bathroom and go right next to me in the same my urinal. He chose this one. Why? There was 5 other urinals.
Always.
So
Always.
you do that. I'm going to take a peek.
You always do that.
Why not?
Nice.
I was telling Reggie earlier the first concert I ever went to was I was in 7th grade and I bought a Styx and REO Speedwagon ticket. And I go and I'm in 7th grade, so I'm like 12 years old, and I go into the arena bathroom, and there's this like drunk dude who's like trying to hold himself up on the wall and like braced back like this, trying to pee, and he's holding a beer in the other hand, drinking while
Guy knows how to party.
just full on pissing. And he looks at me, winks, and says, "It just goes in one way, it comes out another."
Was that Frank?
He was way too skinny to be Frank.
Oh my God! Just goes in one way, comes out the other.
It's way the road, Bubs.
Is that a source of childhood trauma?
I was
for
like
you?
12. I thought that guy, I wanted to be best friends with him.
That explains a lot.
Hey, can you give my mom your phone number? Because she needs a babysitter on Fridays. Are you cool?
Exactly.
Can we hang out?
All right, there's one more that we already talked about, but we're going to talk about it again.
David and
Yeah.
Goliath.
Yeah.
Donatello, the Ninja Turtle.
That is a small penis.
1440s. 1430 to 1440. Small dick. Big head.
Was a Ninja
Big
Turtle.
sword.
Was it true? Is it true that so Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael, and Leonardo,
the Ninja Turtles.
right? Also the guys,
Yes.
the real guys that they're based off of. Was it true that all 4 of those guys were born on the same day?
I doubt it.
I
I've
don't- I
never
don't know.
heard that.
Yeah.
A lot of times back then, they were just like they were born in this year because they didn't.
Yeah, there's
No.
no like
Okay.
detailed
I don't think they
birth
named
records
them
from
for the
back
first year either. They were just like, this child survived. I guess we can name him now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this
I don't think they all existed
I'm gonna
in the
Google that
same
quickly.
time period.
Right.
No, they didn't. They
Like,
definitely didn't.
no, because this piece was done in between 1430 and 1440. Michelangelo didn't even do the Sistine Chapel to the 1500s, so
Yeah, and Da Vinci was around the late 1400s, early 1500s.
yeah. I mean, within the same
They probably overlapped, the
There's
same
probably
time
all-
period.
lifespan, but I mean, one was probably like 80 while the other was like 12. So,
Yeah.
but so,
Again, we have a very effeminate pose after just chopping somebody's head off.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like, yeah, I just watched that. I got a big old sword. I'll just totally give you one.
I don't get the hat in this one. The hat is what throws it for me. for
That
sure.
was the type of
Hat and sandals.
armor.
Why
All
was
the
he
that's
taking-
actually a
protection you needed.
helmet.
Fighting Goliath.
That's actually a helmet.
It's like a
uh,
really gay Indiana Jones hat. That's what it is.
No, if you look, there's a little spike on top. That's actually what the helmets looked like at certain
okay.
points during the time. It's just weird to me that he remembered to wear a helmet and like calf armor.
Shin guards.
Yeah, shin guards.
with his sandals.
I don't even see sandals. I think the
They're
shin
sandals.
the shin guards. It looks like just kind of go onto the feet a little bit.
They're sandals.
Okay.
They're like gladiator sandals.
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't want to get any like shards of glass into your bottoms of your feet.
But your dick is not. Wouldn't you want to protect that?
You don't want to step
That
on.
seems like a sensitive area.
I mean, it looks like he ain't got much to work
It's a small
with,
target
so.
to hit.
Yeah, exactly.
Plus,
He was the one with the slingshot, so he was probably better at making the mark.
Yeah.
but
True.
He doesn't
Yeah.
want to step on any of the rocks.
Was
that
he
he's
doing
gonna-
this the whole time?
That was his.
Hitting a clap
Truffle
noise.
shuffle.
That was his distraction move before
He's
he
doing
shot him
the,
with the
the,
slingshot.
the celery distraction. From
Hey
the
Goliath, you're doing such a good job. Let me give you a standing ovation.
Let me
Clap,
sh-
clap, 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 clap,
Let me
clap,
shake
clap.
it for you.
I want to go in a real bad way.
Roll with it.
Do you think
Roll with it.
like I'm gonna ask Christina, like men in general, like, oh man, women, lap dancing, twerking for me, but like, would women be turned on by that. Like a guy just like
No,
coming in and like
I
Helicopter.
told Brandon all the time.
helicopter.
Before we got
Just the
married, he's
windmill.
like, "Are you gonna get like a male stripper?" And I'm like, "No, because for female strippers, there's artistry behind it. They
Right.
try to make it look nice. Dudes are like, "This is my dick. This is my dick. This is my dick."
I work
Dick
at the
in
post
face.
office.
Yeah.
I work at the-
Yeah, that's what she said. She was like, there's an artistry. There's a little bit of dance to a female
Right.
being a stripper. Dudes come in and they're like, check out my banana hammock. Oh, now it's off.
See,
That's
this
my
is
penis.
and you
Hey, did somebody order a pizza with extra sausage?
see the
You
male
porno?
the male
Hot cops.
the male body. right? And this,
package.
the male. This goes back to Seinfeld. I know you hate it, but the male body. This is what Elaine
You
says.
just ruined this whole.
No, I didn't. The male body is a utilitarian body, right? It's used to do things, move big objects, right? Dirty, hairy, always. Right? The female body is a work of art. And then here we are back in the Middle Age. I mean, I don't know, Renaissance period, or even before, like, I don't know what, like the year 1000. And
This is around the
800?
1400s?
yeah
1400s. And you look
Were
at this.
dinosaurs alive then? I don't fucking
No.
know.
This is the pre.
But look at this. Look at how beautiful that male body is.
Goliath
right?
was actually a dinosaur.
Would you like? Oh my god!
A retarded male dinosaur.
like I mean,
Oh,
if I was born back
somebody
then-
dropped their hard R.
Hey, it's okay. My wife's a special ed teacher.
oh.
She don't watch this. What?
Watch. This will be the one episode she
Just
watches.
the students
Be like,
do.
Excuse me.
This will be the one episode that blows up, and they'll be like, "We need to cancel Reggie. We need to cancel Zach. We
I
need
think
to
we're all
cancel
getting
Bam."
canceled after this. We're really fucked up right now. And it's,
Just
There
steps are
were
coming
hard
through.
R's and hard dicks and a lot of talk of circumcision and then retarded dinosaurs. I don't get it.
Your wife doesn't watch this, but the students do.
But students do. Yes.
Jesus was shooting lasers.
Once again.
I'm offended.
Do not use us as a reference for your.
But you
Art
would
history
okay,
final
If you are
project.
writing an art history
as
paper,
men here.
don't listen to me.
as men
Or
here,
if you do, just email it to us first.
you would find that body attractive back
What?
then. You would. You would look at them like I could see myself attracted. Like I'd be like, all right, not that bad.
See, in the 1400s, I feel like this dude wouldn't be able to fight off anything. It's like, hey, we got some invaders coming around. He's like, oh, geez, that's so bad. Good thing I got this like naked slingshot. You're like, oh, great.
Wait, what's the sword? Why'd you hit me a sword for?
Oh, geez, what
This
am I
is bad.
supposed to do? I'm gonna chop something.
We are definitely getting canceled after this. Holy shit!
What's the
Dude,
sword
nobody
for?
watches this, so don't worry about it.
Until
You
this
know-
blows us up. And they're like,
I was going to do two truths and a
Joke's
lie, and
on
I don't
you.
think we needed it.
Oh,
I didn't, though.
you didn't prepare.
No.
Why did you?
I got tired.
Oh, this was probably one of the best episodes so far.
I think it's because we're all drunk.
it could be, but we need to do more episodes. We just review art like this. This is phenomenal. More penises. Let's just start rating dicks.
I think this is a good idea to just grab a like not tell each other what we're gonna pull up and then just all throw it together and see what happens.
Sure.
Yeah, I think
That's
it's a
great.
new corner.
I mean, I think I can guarantee there'll be more dicks involved.
Definitely.
That seems to be the theme of
Next time we do this, I'm doing
art critique.
buttholes.
Buttholes?
Buttholes on.
we kind of already touched on that. Well,
Yeah.
the one guy with his thumb up his butt definitely
Yeah.
touched it.
We should still make a T-shirt of that. It's a good idea.
Yes.
Touch on that butthole.
just
It was
that
like
dude
the eyeball
isolated.
flying by.
Yeah.
Hey, here's a random eyeball monster. Why this guy fingers his butthole?
Yeah, let's make a T-shirt out of that.
Yeah, we should.
That on the front and Jesus with lasers on the back.
Fucking Jesus
Just
lasers.
art damaged right across the top.
Are the lasers to shoot the gay out of you?
Well, now we're canceled.
I'm sorry, Christians don't like gays. We're cool. I don't give a shit. We just spent all night looking at dicks. Like, I don't know. Do
We're
what you
open with
wanna
our
do.
sexuality.
That's fine.
We're definitely down.
Down with the clown.
All right,
We should
let's
have
get the fuck out of here.
All right, I'm out.
See you
We're
guys.
done. Canceled.
Last episode ever.
Fuck did we just record?
Goliath was a retarded dinosaur.